On today's episode of the Roadhouse Podcast, also known as the most natural podcast in the whole wide world, Roadhouse and WinnyDeez talk about Popeyes chicken sandwich phenomena. Is it cultural appropriation or is it just a fucking chicken sandwich?
Next, we talk Amazon rainforest fire. How did it start? Who did it? Who done it?
Now, climate change isn't really real.
And news from Mexico. A yogi. How far has she fallen?
The U.S. Space Command. Team America, baby. Fuck yeah. Also on today's Roadhouse Sports House, we talk Andrew Luck and all the dirtbags who booed him. After the show, we do the Roadhouse Fantasy Podcast Wheel Spin, where we find out the draft placements for the people in the fantasy league.
With a twist.
With a twist, we have game 2 of the Marshmallow Challenge, won by Roadhouse, so we are now tied up 1-1.
I guess you'll have to watch.
Yeah, everybody knows that I won, so we have a game 3 coming up next podcast. And guys, don't forget to look for us on Apple Podcasts, subscribe, and submit a review. Rate us. We really appreciate that.
And, of course, the long-awaited word of the week. Stay tuned.
When I'm with you, I feel alive, I just let go.
Back. Mic check. Sounds good for me.
WinnyDeez, D's nuts. WinnyDeez, D's nuts.
Check. Mic check. What's up, fuckers? Welcome to another episode of the Roadhouse Podcast. Roadhouse here with WinnyDeez.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up?
This is the Natural Podcast worldwide, and we are going worldwide.
Yeah.
I saw Nepal. We had a little download in Nepal. Hey, I can't even tell you where Nepal is. Just somewhere out east. And
well, if you believe the Earth is round, then east is just,
Oh, we're doing that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I convinced myself that we're on a flat surface after Antarctica.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
the ice wall from Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
that's Antarctica.
We should save that for our conspiracy corner, but I'm not sure if we're gonna have one today.
Oh yeah, no conspiracy corner for you guys this week, but we got one brewing up for you guys next week.
Absolutely,
it will be a good one.
Always.
What were we doing? Pineal gland or time travelers?
Too much good stuff, but we'll get back to you guys. You guys will know because we'll be talking about it and letting you guys know.
For sure.
Pineal gland would be cool though.
Pineal gland is a trip. That's some Illuminati shit.
We're already started on this. And I think time travelers would be cool too, because I saw this one video of this guy who was fixing his pipes, and then he was underneath the sink and he was fixing the pipes, and then all of a sudden he was transported to another world. and
it's probably Nicolas Cage.
He saw himself 30 years in the future.
Oh, bro, have you ever heard of the Montauk Project?
I feel like I have, but please refresh.
Okay. I don't want to get all the way into this, but now the Montauk Project is a real thing. It was a government project. You can look it up. It has all this shit. Okay. But people say that the Montauk Project is essentially the first season of Stranger Things.
Okay.
With a bunch of different dimensions, all this kind of shit.
Damn.
Apparently these guys on some boat time traveled, and when they came, they were all stuck to the boat and shit.
Yes, they fused into the superstructure.
Oh, you did hear about this?
Yeah.
Crazy. Now I didn't really look much into it, but that's what.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy government projects. What's that one? There's one the name escapes me right now, but it's pretty much.
Give me a
Jason Bourne, where they create super soldiers, or they brainwash people.
There's MK Ultra.
MK Ultra, that's what I'm thinking of. Bang, bang, bang. Those are real things. No one really talks about them. It's fucked up.
It's really crazy. It's only been discovered recently too, because all these files are they're not confidential anymore. So.
Yeah, did you know NASA was founded by Warner Van Braun? He was one of the main Nazis. We had a freaking draft after World War II.
We stole everybody.
Yeah.
We tried to steal as many scientists as we could.
Russia,
Operation Paperclip.
Yeah, Operation Paperclip. Yeah. Russia, Italy, China. They all entered a fucking draft for the best Nazi scientists that they could find. How they got their draft order, I don't know. I think it's whoever helped win the war.
It was like a combine. It was like the NFL.
Yeah. It
combine,
they were trying to figure out.
They just had these scientists running back and forth.
So does that mean the Nazis were smarter than us, technology-wise, at that time?
Dude, they were progressive.
They're pretty fucking diligent in all their work that they do.
They were one of the first countries to have a smoking ban.
Progressive. Wow.
Yeah, well,
wow.
the scientists discovered that, hey, smoking was linked to, cancer. So they did that. And, well, there's a lot of really interesting stuff they did, but also there's a lot of naughty, bad stuff.
Hey, you gotta do bad stuff to make things good, right?
Well, I'm not
Is that how it goes?
that.
No one ever got to the top
a lot
without
of the stuff that some of the Nazi scientists did using human subjects have they discovered stuff that actually helped out humanity.
I think that there's places like secret agencies where there's still probably human guinea pigs out there that no one knows about.
China.
So like it's not, you're not really seeing too much of it like in the news anymore because this guy fucking hung himself. But Epstein, they subpoenaed like every worker that was in the prison at that time. Like they subpoenaed like 25 people.
25 people.
Maybe more. It was a bunch of people from
ring of Epstein.
It was a bunch of people from the prison. Apparently there was like Epstein to control the media to make sure no bad stories would go out on him. He was like sending like severed cat heads to like media members' door and stuff.
That's crazy.
Some fucked up shit. But I'm over Epstein. I hope something happens.
News.
I hope something happens with all the court shit.
Anyway, to finish about the Nazi stuff is a lot of what we know today about what happens when you get really cold. Hypothermia. A lot of that stuff they discovered because they use human subjects. So a lot of what we know about today and keeping people safe today from hypothermia came from human subjects.
Yeah. Those human subjects are some heroes.
Yeah.
Or
honestly,
slaves.
should be.
One or the other. Held there against
Maybe
their
both,
will.
yeah. But anyway.
Did you... Now, this is...
We kind of went down the rabbit hole with that one.
This is all I want to say about this.
Though.
Joe Biden, did you see his wife came to the podium?
No.
Joe Biden was supposed to do some speech, but his wife came out and was talking about like how good of a man Joe Biden was and that she stands by his husband.
So weird.
And he should have been talking. Like, imagine like if LeBron was out before LeBron came to the podium, like after a loss, and like Savannah, LeBron's wife, was out there on the podium talking. LeBron was going through a bunch of stuff at home, but he's a good man. You guys know he's a good player. Like, hey, what do you like? Get out of here. Get out of here, lady. What's going on?
You're not his publicist. Although, I mean, to be fair, as a politician, your wife needs to be sort of like your publicist. Or
present.
Malia.
I don't see any
Michelle.
of any other candidates from either party, any party for that matter. I don't see any of their wives on the podium trying to hype up their
We don't really know them yet. But who do you think is going to be the front runner for the Democratic Party? Because
people,
there's a lot.
I think like Bernie has the clout.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of the younger kids like Bernie and stuff.
Yeah,
but Biden's getting pushed pretty hard.
Yeah, and
it's kind of embarrassing. I'm like, if that's who you're trotting out there, you guys are gonna be pissed off for another 4 years. So it's like,
I think it's gonna be Biden and Warren.
Warren, I was gonna get to Warren. It's gonna be
Biden president and then Warren as VP.
And Trump's just gonna be calling her Pocahontas the whole time. Like, dude, she's gonna have to deal with freaking Hurricane Trump. And everyone, like, I feel like the Democrat candidates are trying to be like Trump, and you got to kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know shit about politics.
And to be fair, disclaimer: we are not
we are not a political podcast.
Yeah,
we like to touch on stuff, but it is just interesting.
It's very soft touch on stuff. But yeah, I think it's going to be Biden and Warren, and I don't know. Like, I don't really have I'm going to vote, but
I can even see Kamala Harris because she's a woman and not white. So I can see that like being a heavy push.
Yeah.
And then Elizabeth Warren has like all these plans.
Mm-hmm.
She has good stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but like, to be honest, I don't see any of these candidates come out.
4 more years. 4 more years.
2-term Trump.
That's gonna be a sad day.
Oh, dude. Okay.
But okay.
We get to talk about Space Force later, and I want to talk about Space Force, but we'll say that for later. Over the weekend, I went to Clear Lake. If you guys haven't heard of Clear Lake in Oregon, it's supposedly the clearest lake in Oregon. There's no motorboats allowed on there. It's 200 feet deep. What makes it so intriguing to divers around the world, because it attracts a bunch of divers. The water's cold as balls, 40 degrees. I didn't even jump in. Like, I was there. I was on the boat. I did not even jump in.
Yeah.
But they have a whole ecosystem. There's a whole forest under the water.
Wow.
So you're floating around the boat. The water is so clear. There's a tree, like a stump. You see a stump sticking out of the water, and
you just look straight down.
You like paddle up to it, and the tree just goes down until you can't see anymore.
That's scary to me. Oh.
Ooh, divers, you go down there and you just swimming through a forest. Interesting, very cool. Slayed the trout. Every other cast, like baby squirrel, don't even like fishing until she was actually reeling some fish in.
Wow.
Oh, this is fun. I was like, yeah, you know you like fishing, girl.
I think girls are just better at fishing. Like, if you take...
They're just better at fishing when you catch it for them, and they just reel it in.
Well, you're a fisherman by trade.
Yeah.
Right? But like, let's say like two people from Portland, a girl and a guy, go out on a fishing boat. Who do you think is going to catch more? I think the girl, because the guy's going to be overthinking everything.
Have they fished before?
No. This is like city slickers.
So is this like they're on a...
Somebody that, like, when you make fun
They got
of
a
me,
guide? Is this like a guided trip, or is this just...
We'll say guided trip.
Oh, if it's a guided trip, I don't know. All bets are off right there. 'Cause guided trip is...
Unguided
they set up... Unguided?
Would be
unguided. You're not even going to set up a fishing pole. Okay, you're like...
That's a waste of 6 hours.
Dude, the reel doesn't come with line? How do you tie the hook? No, man.
You're at Cabela's for like 3 hours.
I was rowing because, dude, so no motorboats allowed, but you can rent kayaks and rowboats.
It sounds awesome.
Bro, we rowed all the way across the lake. Do you know what kind of workout that is? Holy shit. And when we would toss the fishing pole in and we were oaring because we had a long ways to go. And I wanted to get to this because there's like a bridge. You could get off a little sandy beach and stuff. So we got over there and we were just trolling our fishing line. And every now and then we'll start reeling in fish on there because the little trout, they're like pussy fish. Delicious.
Is it a stock lake or is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they stock it.
Okay.
But there's also
there's a lot of stock lakes.
There's also like native fish in there. I asked baby squirrels, like, hey, can you tie a hook onto the line? And she just looked at me like,
how do you do it?
She looked at me like, I'd rather row and you tie it up and then you could row again right after you tie it up. And so I was like, okay.
Have you taught her how to tie? I showed
it to her as I was doing it, and she was rowing because we didn't get very far.
What is the trick? You tie a knot, right? So you stick it through the hole
of the hook. Yeah.
And then you tie just one cross.
Oh yeah, I'll do one like you're tying your shoe without the bow. So when you do that first knot, I'll do that.
And then you do 12 rotations or something like that.
Around the line, then put it through the loop again.
Okay.
Just however much you want.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're fishing for. Like bigger fish. More knots,
more
stronger
twists,
line, yeah. But it was gorgeous, man. Clear Lake.
I'm jealous.
Highly recommend.
That sounds awesome.
And they have cabins over there, small little, tiny little cabins that you get away to. Kenzie River is pretty cool.
That sounds awesome. I am jealous.
Yeah. And it's so nice. You guys might be able to hear a podcast from a boat one of these days. We're fishing.
Stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Get some NC-17. What's that? What's that rating?
I think it's NC-17.
NC-17.
No children.
No children. I saw this week. I also saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Finally,
about damn time.
Yeah, interesting twist at the end, but I won't give it away. I'll wait until you see it, then we can talk. We can talk about it.
What is your rating? Up or down? A goat bleep yes or a goat bleep no? Bah or bah?
Oh yeah, I liked it.
Bah?
Me, I watched it alone.
Maybe we could
It's
throw
a bah. No,
bah.
Yeah, I liked it, but I like those kind of movies. So, and my man crush Monday, Leo D, and Brad P. Yeah, fuck yeah, that's a threesome right there.
Sounds like an Entourage.
Yeah, Entourage.
Yeah.
Or
anyway,
Pornhub flick.
To get back to your point about maybe hosting a podcast out in the beautiful Northwest, we've been playing around this idea of maybe kind of doing something that nobody's really done before, and kind of just taking recording our podcast out in the beautiful outdoors, preferably a lake or something like that. But how baller would that be?
Big ball.
Yeah, big balling. Let us know if you guys like
big
that
baller
idea.
brand balling.
We're playing around with that idea. So I think we're going to do it.
Yeah. And we would be the first podcast to do it at the top of a mountain. So, yeah, go fuck yourself if you haven't done it yet, because we're going to get there first.
We got to prove we're the most natural.
Yeah, we're like Russia, first on the moon. Hey.
What? That's not true.
Hey, what? Bet money. I'm kidding. It's only half true.
That would be another great conspiracy corner, is the lost Russian cosmonauts. Because Russia's not telling anybody about all the people
they're in
killed.
Antarctica.
Oh, they're all just hanging out there.
Yeah, with
There's
that
just a
Aryan
party.
race that's over there. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What do you think? I've been seeing some people on the various social medias, and it's always kids and their teenagers. It's always high school kids. Not always, but most of the time. Why the fuck are people still getting people promise rings? I do not.
I'm guilty of this.
Are you serious?
I was guilty of this.
How old were you?
I was like 17.
You were in high school. How much money did you spend on this?
I spent $100 on a ring.
I didn't know promise ring.
Well, it was a lot for me at the time.
At 17?
Yeah.
$100?
$100. I went to Tiffany & Co.
You could have
I said,
sold
show me your cheapest ring. And then I bought that ring.
I'm sure the lucky female to have received this $100
Shayna,
promise ring. Shane?
Shayna.
Oh, yeah. Shane. Shane, that's his name. But you could have gotten one of the 50-cent machines, the 2 quarters. He would have no idea that it came from an actual jeweler.
No, you.
I mean, she.
You would. It was Tiffany. It was Tiffany & Co.
Tiffany & Co.
She would.
You know that
I know you're listening.
An engagement ring holds the exact purpose of a promise ring. Only it's on you. Like, you're not on a timed schedule to get married.
I think it's more beautiful than anything. Like,
every girl that's gotten a promise ring probably cheat on the guy who got her a promise ring. Oh, baby, I love you so much. We're high school sweethearts. We're going to get married right after high school. You're my one and only. And yet they're the ones that are like fucking each other up. Like,
yeah, I think it'd be kind of cute though. If someone if they actually meant it, and they had the 50-cent promise ring, and if they actually went through with that, then I think that'd be really, really cool. But also,
that sounds pretty gay. That sounds pretty
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, but you got the promise ring. You need to stick up for yourself somehow with that one.
Yeah. Well, I did lose $100 off it. So.
Oh, look at this promise ring. Purity rings. Hey, is that a power move? So there's a purity ring. Hey, purity rings. If you if you're trying so hard for your daughter not to become a hoe that you have to get her a purity ring, she's banging dudes with that purity ring on.
Is that how it works? You have to buy your daughter a purity ring, or is it the boyfriend buys it, or?
I think it's mostly a father thing.
Okay.
If a boyfriend is trying to get a purity ring, that's
what's wrong with you, man?
That's fucked up. You gotta deal with yourself. You gotta find yourself before you can date this
you
woman.
Get some Viagra or something.
Yeah, you need to just go on a whole jack off spree. 100 pages on Pornhub.
Get used to it,
dude. Guys, just get an engagement ring unless you find just a good deal for $100 at Tiffany & Co.
Tiffany & Co. It's a classy place.
You might get a blowjob. That's a good move to get a blowjob
pretty
right
sure
afterwards.
I did.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure I did.
Hey.
From Shane.
Shane, I know you're listening.
No, it was Shayna, and I know you're listening, and I miss you.
It was Shane before the transition.
Shane.
Oh. Hey. Chicks with dicks, that's hot. It's hot in the streets right
it's
now.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of chicks with dicks, because they're all over Portland, every time I drive downtown PDX, I don't know what it is. Once upon a time, you just rubberneck. You see some hot chicks, especially summertime downtown. Uh-huh. Streets are flooded. There's always babes walking down the street and whatnot.
Gotcha.
At this point in my life, because they're always with dogs, I am more attracted to the dogs. And I'll be rubbernecking. This chick will clearly see me checking out her dog. I'm like, dude, I want a puppy so bad. Can't decide if I want a puppy or a baby first.
Probably a puppy.
I know. Oh, damn, puppies are expensive right now.
Yeah. But
we'll see.
It's good practice.
Want a puppy, we'll probably get a baby. That's gonna be the trade-off.
Yeah.
But Bubby
just
might come
jinx
out
yourself.
with, just jinx myself. Knock on wood if
Yeah.
you're with me.
Knock on wood.
That's
At
an
home,
HBO.
everyone knock on wood.
That's Hard Knocks on HBO. They do a training. They follow a team throughout the whole training camp. It's like a 5-episode thing. And this year they're following the Raiders, and they show like training camp. They show guys get cut when they have the meetings and shit. Like, it's like a reality, and they come out weekly, so it's all like
up to date.
Yeah, all up to date.
Yeah.
And John Gruden, that coach, he's getting paid $100 million on a 10-year contract.
What?
Hard ass. Looks like
Damn.
Chucky the doll.
What about our guy who snuck his way onto the field on the Browns, who had that really crazy recovery?
We don't know. We'll have to do an update. I don't know if he made it. They could cut whenever, but a lot of the cuts come like in the next week.
Okay.
There's going to be, so we'll find out.
I forgot his name, so I wasn't able to keep
easy
up
to
with
find.
that. But I hope he's still hanging around.
So damn, my neighbors are still on my ass about my cats. One of my cats is a grown ass woman. She does whatever she wants. My kitten will run around, and there's my neighbors have been telling me that this cat needs to be locked in the house for 1 year. And I was like, hey, motherfucker, cats are predators. That's a little tiger. And I have this stat for you.
Okay.
I have this cat stat.
Fun cat.
And it'll show you what kind of savages these fucking household felines are.
Okay.
House cats. Oh, I guess it just says cats. But cats kill. I just completely added house cats. Like dyslexia, bro. Sorry. Or scoliosis, one or the other.
Just missing words.
Cats kill billions of animals annually. Study finds cats are responsible for the deaths of 1.4 to 3.7 billion birds and 6.9 to 20.7 billion mammals.
And what
every
else?
year.
Robin Williams or something like that?
And Robin Williams, they ate his face. That's me.
Conspiracy corner.
But that's crazy because there's almost 8 billion people in the whole world.
Yeah.
And the cats kill 6.9 to 20.7 billion mammals, mice, savages.
Wait, did it mention how many cats total there are?
No, but if there was all the cats there are in the world and they were like 100 more pounds, there wouldn't be humans. Like we would get fucked up by cats.
Well, yeah.
It would be Planet of the Cats.
Well, you could say that for a lot of animals, right? I mean,
I know.
Like
dude, our human bodies, we're such bitches, dude. This meat wagon we're in. Like, what is this? Something falls on us, we just think of like an ant. You just squish an ant out of nowhere, it just disintegrates.
Yeah.
Like if anything like relatively heavy, like a 500-pound thing lands on us, we're just fucking destroyed. Like turn into Jell-O pudding.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
A meat wagon.
Our bodies ain't shit, dude. not at all. But shit, this White Claw's good. Did you do anything exciting the past weekend?
The past week, no. Just kind of boring stuff. Maintaining the lifestyle, you know. I also had an interview for a part-time job with a local beer company for like a sales rep position. So,
fuck it, that'd be sick.
Yeah. So they're pretty new. It's called Super Brewing.
You should just get to the point where you just take out your clients, your potential prospects, and be like, "Hey,
yeah,
you buy from me, we'll go to some Timbers games, like
I
all
wish.
that."
They're pretty low volume right now, so like the amount that they produce, it's pretty small. But they've got a couple good taps open. But yeah, I think that'd be cool. Kind of do like a weekend thing.
1 year later,
like
you just got fat beer belly. Oh, dude!
If I don't already,
freaking on my product. Can't be selling this booze.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's low key. He's prepping for the launch date of Four Loko seltzer. That's what he's prepping for right now.
Could you imagine how bad that would taste? Who knows?
It wouldn't taste as bad as the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Oh, good transition.
Oh, yeah. You like that shit?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Have you had it?
No.
I haven't had it yet either.
Where do you find a Popeyes?
Are you serious?
In Portland.
I work in Portland. I drive past like 3 of them every day. There's one over here.
You're
pretty
on the
close
outskirts, though, so you're not really one of us.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
Calling me out. But every time I drive by Popeyes, The line is so damn long. And have you ever had Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A is freaking awesome.
When did a Chick-fil-A come to Portland?
There's one in Hillsboro. And then there's like a little cart in Canby that's only here on select days. Like a food truck, Chick-fil-A. But Chick-fil-A...
I guess the outskirts got it good, you know.
Hillsboro's far as titties. I don't go out there at all. So...
Hill's Burritos is what they call
it. Yeah, Hill's Burritos.
But we're not here to put any politics on
No,
that.
you love burritos. I love burritos. And everybody that listens to this podcast loves burritos.
Yes,
so
even
Hillsboro has the best
even our
burritos.
Nepalese fan.
The Latina burritos. That's the ones that you want.
Quick shout out to our Nepalese listener, by the way.
Yeah. What he said. So Chick-fil-A is bomb. Now, I love Popeyes, but I didn't get a chance to get this Popeyes sandwich. Apparently, they said it's sold out nationwide. And I have not been today I didn't drive by any Popeyes, only on the freeway, but I couldn't see if they still had it. Usually they have the picture of it on. And Popeyes generated $67 million in advertisement for this chicken sandwich. So I have no idea how this blew up. So crazy by this, but they got tons of free advertisement from social media. People just jump on fads like this and then they just ride them out until they die. And then they're like, because there's people that are pissed off that they gave all this publicity and now they can't get the sandwich anymore. And now there's some people out there, the minority voices that are just really loud, that you just like a little mouse screeching. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
But you get deal with it. There's people out there that feel like Popeyes owes them money because of how much it was promoted and now it's just gone into the ether.
Wow. Interesting. What was the sandwich called? Famous chicken?
Popeye's chicken sandwich. It was just, sandwich buns, a couple of pickles, and slab of chicken. Like the most basic ass chicken sandwich. It's interesting because there's people calling for
like
cultural appropriation.
Oh, never mind.
And I was like, here's the thing. A lot of cultural appropriation. So is that why? Because there's a stereotype of black people loving chicken. That's what that is. And the thing is, white people love chicken too. This was a universal. This isn't no cultural appropriation. Everybody loves chicken. And if you don't like chicken, well, the percent of people who don't like chicken is very small compared to the people that do eat chicken.
And we have the stats to back that up.
And if you want to claim cultural appropriation, then you can't get mad about the stereotype that gets put on you because that just proves the stereotype, right?
I think white people like chicken. We should make that stereotype.
Hey, I'm white. I freaking love chicken, man.
Yeah.
It's so good. And I'm bummed that I wasn't able to try this sandwich. So the cultural appropriation thing is weird because I see this a lot and I don't know why people get so mad about cultural appropriation. The thing, this country was literally built on cultural appropriation. And it's very... If it weren't for that, we wouldn't have no Mexican food, freaking Italian food, pizza. All this shit comes from different cultures.
Okay.
So when people get all mad about shit like that, I'm like, it's like eating a pizza. Like, you can't eat that because you're not Italian or something. And with that being said...
Well, what's interesting is... Wait, so you never actually explained what was being said. You just kind of said there's cultural appropriation. What exactly is are they saying
because they want money for
but who? Okay, so they're saying that because Popeyes
they feel like they gave all this free publicity to this item for it not to be a fixture. Like the fact that it's sold out, they're pissed that it's sold out.
Got it.
Yeah, and so
is it just a really long-winded way to say that black people like chicken? Is that
well, the people that are pissed about this whole chicken phenomena, there was black people that got mad that white people are loving this chicken. And they're kind of like, hey, that's ours.
Now I get it.
So I don't think in this matter, cultural appropriation is not related to this matter at all.
This
so if you want to
reverse, if I'm hearing this correctly.
Well, what I'm saying is there's that stereotype of black people like chicken.
Right.
And chicken, that's the thing.
And we all know everyone likes chicken, right?
But yeah, realistically, everybody likes chicken. Why that's just the thing for black people, I don't know. But if you want to get mad that it's cultural appropriation about a Popeyes fucking chicken, then the stereotype is just true then. But in reality, we all like chicken, so it doesn't make sense. I feel like people are too fucking woke. At this point, I feel like people are too woke. You overthinking a sandwich, bro.
Yeah.
We don't need to think about a Popeyes sandwich. They're like, what does it mean? The Popeyes chicken sold out. Oh, just Popeyes owe the people money back. What are we talking about?
It's the Bilderbergers Association behind this sandwich.
The Bloombergs, they cooked up the chicken.
Hillary Clinton.
The chicken slabs are kids from Epstein Island.
That would
Guys,
be a great twist.
It's a chicken sandwich. Just fucking eat it, enjoy it, be like, that was fucking dope. Like, don't overthink a chicken sandwich. You don't need to turn everything into a think tank. It's some shit is just some shit, man. Like, you wasting precious life minutes on. I can only imagine how many.
Yeah.
I bet there's some fucker out there that's like wrote a blog. Just fuck you guys. I'm so done talking about Popeyes. That's so annoying.
It's a chicken sandwich, yeah.
Yeah, you guys stay big
You fell
mad.
down the rabbit hole.
You guys, all you people mad at the Popeyes chicken sandwich. You should move your belongings into the Amazon rainforest.
A sandwich and another graceful crossover.
Hey, we got the Amazon rainforest is in flames. We got Hurricane Dorian pissing off Zeus, creating a lightning strike. We got supposedly rising seas, which I want to talk about global warming because I don't even know if global warming is real at this point. We got a lot.
Oh my God.
We got a lot of fuckery going on.
This is going to be like a 3-hour episode,
dude. So now the Amazon rainforest, they say it provides like most of the world's oxygen. I don't know what percentage it is.
It's the lungs of the world.
Yeah. That's what that phrase was.
That's what they say.
That's cute. It's huge. There's reports that it was man-made, and if something like that is man-made, is it more? Do you think it would be more for agricultural purposes or more for we want to find some oil? But in farming, you're known to burn land to create better land to plant on.
It's like a phoenix, I would say.
Yeah.
You know, like out of the ashes, like new life is bred.
Yeah.
So
there's forest fires every year, everywhere.
Yeah.
It's been going on since the beginning of time.
Well, the problem is like, where are these forest fires? Are they?
We get them out here, Eastern Oregon, all the time.
It becomes a problem when it gets in the way of us.
Yeah.
There is probably a very small minority who are actually living in the rainforest.
There's some indigenous people that have had to pick up
that
shop.
have been affected.
And
yeah. But they don't have that voice, though, right?
Yeah.
They don't have that same voice that we have, or that same there's not like 5 million people living in the rainforest. There's maybe like 12, like a group of 12 guys or something like that.
I think there's more groups.
No,
but they're using fucking spears, and they have the plates around the necks, and
they got the saggy boobies.
All the power to them, man. Like, if you live in that lifestyle, how do you give them money? How do you, as the president of like Brazil or Peru or wherever the rainforest is affected? I don't know exactly where.
It's Brazil.
That's what I was led to believe as well. Do you fund them? Like, do they even want your money? Like, what do you?
I mean, just recovering what was lost. And I guess the question really here for me is, was it man-made or was it natural, forest fire? If it was natural forest fire, then I don't know, like, is there much that you can really argue with that? Like, there's no one to blame.
I'm pretty sure I read that it was man-made.
It was man-made, okay.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people mad at the Brazilian president, but I did not dig into that because I just...
Right, okay.
It'll work itself out. And that's my thing with Mother Nature.
Okay.
I realized that we are able to study geography and all that shit, But I just don't know if anyone has like an actual pulse on what Mother Nature is going to do from time to time.
Yeah.
I think you have warning signs and stuff, but how well do you know? So because we've been talking about global warming for so long now, the term has been changed to climate change. Is that what the new term is instead of global warming?
Yeah.
So you have now fake bunny ears, climate change. Is that just a talking point? Back in the 1970s, the edition, I don't know exactly. Okay. It is you can look up. It is an actual thing. It's one in the 70s.
Okay.
Time magazine warned people to prepare for an ice age. Fast forward fucking 39 years, no ice age. No ice age in sight. Maybe in Antarctica there's an ice age.
Rody, slow down. Okay.
I'm hot. I'm getting hot, bro.
This is, we took a huge jump there real quick. Okay, so global warming is a natural thing.
Yeah.
Global warming happens in phases, and global cooling also happens. But I think what modern climate change experts are saying is that we have accelerated those patterns. So the global warming phase is going to happen quicker. Like if you look at a timeline, the amount 2,000 years ago was a lot longer for global warming. And then there's a global cooling period, right? Those look pretty normal when you like look at it through history. When you look at throughout human history, they've grown shorter and shorter between these global warming cooling phases. And so, the world just wants to get to homeostasis, which is equilibrium.
Yeah. I know homeostasis, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're a trained nurse, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, we can see Mother Nature. It's a girl. Girls are crazy bitches.
Okay.
And that's the thing. Like, we don't, like, one day, Mother Nature, we're getting warned for an ice age. 30 years later, we're like, oh, scratch that. No. We're getting hot. We're getting hotter.
Do you agree with that?
It's hot girl summer. Of course, we're going through global warming right now. You think Mother Nature doesn't want in on the phenomena?
Yeah, maybe it's better because, you get tired of global warming if you don't have a global cooling.
Sweater season is coming up, so
Yeah.
we're gonna level out. They're gonna be like, oh, looks like we're taking a little turn. We've been protecting the environment somehow. So I think that global warming is stable at the moment. We'll wait until the election gets a little closer. We'll ramp up climate talks.
Okay.
We'll get there. But
And we claim not to be a political podcast.
all in all, hey, no, I just science. It's science.
It's not science.
Look at the numbers, dude.
Okay.
Look at the numbers.
I think, I disagree with you on this.
Okay, we could dig in on it.
Maybe, yeah. I'd love to have it.
Yeah, and I'm being honest with you, I have not paid attention to climate change. So you're gonna school me, and I will learn.
Okay,
I will learn what you tell me about climate change, and those notes you're telling me, equilibrium. I get it. Earth.
Right.
So
you're a trained nurse.
How do we know when a fucing asteroid is coming right at us?
We should know. We actually do know.
Yeah, we do know those things. Did you ever read those articles? Oh, this big Texas-sized meteor was so close to coming into the Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah, but you gotta get. So
it's really crazy. Like when I see that, I'm like, crazy. We dodged the bullet there.
You could write about it, but in like the whole vastness of space, like it just
blows
it's so
my mind.
Middle school.
Yeah, space is
so maybe
crazy,
it might have
man.
passed. Yeah, space is pretty crazy.
Space is,
and even if it was a Texas-sized meteor, it probably would have shrunk it down to a Rhode Island-sized meteor.
And if it did sneak into the Earth's atmosphere,
right? And Trump
anyway.
Didn't do anything with the space. What's his little space program called? Space Wars?
Baby.
Yeah,
this is the U.S. Space Command. Say it right.
Oh,
we are the
US
first
Space Command.
Woo, America. We are the first team to get a U.S. Space Force.
Is it official?
It's official. It's been officially established 2 days ago. Yesterday, they have their own flag. You know that every other country is like, fuck, we need a fucking Space Force.
Russia, China.
And I think at this point, do you think so? If you're another country and you see this happening, do you get something in the works?
If you have money.
So the powerhouse, Russia ain't got no fucking money, but they'll rig up some fucking some force. Yeah. Like China will be up there.
China probably.
Like US, we're trendsetters, baby. So we got a Space Force.
Pioneers.
Imagine we do start fighting in space. Like we don't need to fight down there. We could go all up here Star Fox style.
Yeah. That's what I imagine it to be.
Yeah, we're ahead of the game. This is a future project. It's more built. It's here. If we do anything with it, we do anything with it.
Well, if you ask anybody about NASA in 1950 or whatever, they'd be like, what? Okay. Like,
oh, yeah, the Nazi guy? Is that what he is?
Werner von
Braun?
No, but you have to have foresight on these kind of issues, right? You gotta invest in the future and not just be happy sitting on your
exactly.
laurels.
And I think a lot of people want an initial fix of like, I want this done now without thinking about the long game.
Right.
And then it's like the people in life, and this is very a very generalization of what I'm saying. There's the people that want instant gratitude, instant like problem solvings that can
short-sightedness.
And it'll hinder the future. But there's other things that are like where people play the long game,
right?
Think about the future, and right now it might not be the best decision to make, but when you do it, suppose it pays off in the end. I could see people being mad that we have a space command because they're like, "What the fuck do we do?
What is this?"
And I don't really have an opinion on it.
Do you have a mission statement for the program? That would be really interesting to bring up real quick.
The U.S. Space Command is the only command solely focused on space and will amplify our nation's defense with the best warfighters around. The Air Force, the Navy, the Army, the Marines.
Okay.
# space superiority. Yee. Let's go. Team America, baby. Fuck yeah. We'll clap some alien ass cheeks.
Interesting. They're combined. So it's a joint operation between all four.
We're just getting the most badasses like, hey, you've done enough on Earth.
We got space seals now.
Yeah, you've done enough on Earth.
Add an extra S to that seal.
We got the Starship fucking Troopers, baby. That's what we got.
Babe.
Love that movie. Have you seen Starship Troopers?
Yeah, that's a great movie.
God, I think that might have been the first movie where I was a little kid and I got to sneak my eyeballs to look at some titties.
Yeah.
I think Super Troopers was the first
really
time I saw that shower scene.
Right?
I was like, get me in.
Exactly.
I'll drop the soap in that shower. But I won't be picking it up. That blondie will do. Consensual. Bait. Yeah. But like someone told me that you can't bait the fuckers. So you just have to come in with the consent form. I guess.
Prison Mike told you this or something?
Prison Bobby.
Prison Bobby, okay.
Yeah, he kept me in check. Told me how to work my glutes, my biceps.
Nice. The prison workout system.
Yeah, but he died, so
I
killed him.
R.I.P. Bobby.
It was, if you ever watched Law Abiding Citizen?
No.
Gerard Butler, Mr. 300, King Leonidas.
Mr. 300, okay. No, never seen it.
You never seen Law Abiding Citizen?
I've told you twice now. I have not seen it.
He stabs his cellmate with a T-bone steak. Like he ordered a steak because he was on death row.
Okay. That was his last meal.
But he killed us.
They've abolished that, by the way. You can't have a last meal anymore. Can you believe that?
I don't really care.
What would your last meal be?
My last meal is some pussy.
Okay.
Put some syrup on there. And like, I'm ready, boys.
Okay.
That's what Jeffrey Epstein's last meal was.
Was it?
Apparently,
because he was in and out of prison, right?
He had a will. He did a will 2 days before he so-called killed himself.
Right.
And the last known visitor was some younger, good-looking
lady
chick.
Of the night.
Probably just got his rocks off.
Wow.
Asphyxiation. Don't people get off on that kind of stuff? Like,
yeah.
There's been guys who like hang themselves when they're jerking off.
Autoerotic autoerotic asphyxiate. I can't say it.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. Asphyxiation.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. You have to be
autoerotic asphyxiation.
You gotta be a whole nother.
There it is.
You gotta be a whole nother freak party to be getting into that.
Yeah, that's a road that I don't want to go down.
For all you Oregon residents, there was some horrific, saddening news that happened over the weekend. 39-year-old Jessie Combs attempted to beat her own land speed record of 398 miles per hour, and her choice of transportation was a 52,000 horsepower jet-powered car, and she attempted this record-breaking feat in the Alver Desert in Oregon. I have no idea where that is. Have you ever heard about that?
No. I've heard about this, and I didn't know that she was a woman and that it took place in Oregon. I had no idea. I did hear about the story though, but it said just said a racer.
I looked up her profile. She was so the fastest woman on four wheels. That was what she was known as, but she was also apparently like a big time welder where she designed welding products for
badass,
other females. Yeah. Like she had her own welding line.
Sounds cool as hell.
There was a picture of her the day before or like the day of. she was like walking to her car, and the tweet was like talking about her being a thrill seeker and
drug addict.
You're crazy. Those thrill seekers.
Yeah.
The thing with that is it's not if, it's when you're doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the lucky ones that make it out. I would say most of them aren't so lucky. Thrill seekers live a wild life. So last year she did a trial run for this, hit 483 miles per hour, but had mechanical problems. So it ended the attempt because that's when they were going to do it. So, I mean, she had some mechanical problems. And apparently this was a horrific crash.
Yikes. Not much left.
Not much left.
Sad
that car was insane. It looked like a rocket. And it was jet powered. 483 miles.
Could you imagine? Yeah.
Like, dude, you're teleporting right there at that point.
Yeah. There's a rift that probably opens up and you're just, going right through it.
Yeah, that's crazy though. That's scary.
Well, yeah, of course it's scary.
Like the crash, because I would assume it's a straight line. So it's just RPM.
You want to be turning on that? Are you at 400? Oh, I would not want to be turning.
Well, I don't know if she liked the straight game.
Okay.
The thing is, does that just instantaneously combust? Just everything's all revved up. It just blows up from the inside.
I think so, man. It just, well, who knows when it actually happened?
Ooh, that's yeah. I tried to look for like what made it.
There's probably an investigation going. This is pretty recent, right?
2 days ago, 3 days ago.
So they probably.
It was over the weekend. I keep thinking today's Tuesday.
Probably don't know too much yet.
Rest in peace, Jesse Combs. You will forever be in the record books. And I mean, I would assume that
sounds like a badass.
For sure, a badass woman.
Yeah,
I would assume you went out in a way that you might have expected to.
Yeah, thrill seekers life.
Shit, man, dude. When I see like the parkour guys hanging off the edges of cliffs, I get my palms sweaty. My palms got so sweaty when I saw what happened with this
there's a
chick.
video? There's a video of like the actual...
There's not a video, but it was the picture right before it happened.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This girl, Alexa Terrazas, she's from a state in Mexico called Nuevo Leon. She was a college student. She was an advocate.
This is another transition.
Yeah. She was
Beautiful transition.
Yeah, dog. I've been fucking working, bro. She's a avid extreme yoga connoisseur.
She was.
She's probably not doing yoga ever again. She got to learn how to walk first. And I don't feel bad about this because, I mean, you survived. You should. You should have
introduce the story first.
Yeah, let me introduce this story. It's so appalling. I mean, it's just so stupid. So you heard that she survived, guys. But what she was doing, she was on her balcony of her dorm or apartment, whatever it was. And she was doing a yoga pose. And her balcony was 80 feet off the ground. And it was where her head is facing the ground and her, like the pelvic area, like the way she was, it was like looking inside. And then kind of her legs were just holding, like letting her hang.
It's kind of like scorpion posing.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, you fell. Like, do you see how you're holding onto that railing? Well, guys, she fell. You're right. Don't do fucking yoga poses off your balcony because she fell 80 feet. Now, she survived.
Wow.
But she has a long road of recovery ahead of her. So it was 11 hours of surgery, critical condition, fractured both her legs, fractured both her arms, fractured her hips and her head. And they say it may be 3 years before she walks again. And now her family is...
walk again. That's impressive.
Hey, you gotta,
to say the least.
It's gonna be hard work. You can't walk in 3 years. Like your body's gonna forget how to walk, or your mind will.
Right.
At least it's tough. And so her name is Alexa, AlexaTerrazas. Her family's reaching out for blood donations. So if you guys would like to get into contact, that's her name. Look it up. Find out your blood type if it matches. Help this girl out. It's very stupid what she did, but she made it, and let's do whatever we need to do to get her back walking.
Do you know your blood type?
No, bro.
No, I don't know my blood type either.
What's the most rare one?
Probably like O positive, right?
That's what I am.
Okay.
My blood is actually green.
Oh, nice.
A green goblin.
Have you heard about horseshoe crabs? They've got blue blood.
Blue blood?
Yeah.
So they're vampires?
Or
blue bloods. What's that? That's cops? Isn't that some show?
Blue blood? I don't know.
Some NCIS
That does sound
bullshit.
like a cop show. If not, we should write that and do that. But yeah, horseshoe crab blood goes for like $16,000 like a pound. Or like an ounce or something like that.
You inject it in you?
There's medical uses for it.
Crazy.
I forget exactly what it is, but it's like so pure or something like that.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
So some notes for you guys to write down. You play stupid games. There's some stupid prizes most of the time after that.
But yeah, seriously. Alexa, get well. And all you guys listening, help out, if you can.
Yeah, reach out. Find out your blood type. Send it over. You know what to do. All right, guys. On today's Roadhouse Sports House, we got one real main story. And if you guys haven't heard already, it's the Andrew Luck story. Andrew Luck, #1 draft pick a few years ago out of Stanford.
Great guy from all accounts.
6'5", 240 with a fucking missile launcher of an arm. Can move. So he was the #1 pick. RG3 was #2. He was since he came into the league, he was the most sacked quarterback.
Oh, really?
And
I
that
didn't
just
even
shows
know that story.
the Colts, they provided nothing to protect. The quarterback is your biggest investment on any football team.
He's the captain.
He's the captain. You have to protect him.
Yeah.
They took him for granted because the Colts had Peyton Manning before. And then Peyton Manning goes to a different team because you don't want to re-sign him because you got Andrew Luck. You got the new. And I think Andrew Luck would have been good enough. He's 29 years old. He was on the projection to be up there with like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. I think he was that good. He's only 29, just untapped potential. And they fired all those fucks in their front office that just were kind of melting the team, not doing shit. And this new squad they got in of the front office guys, the team builders, the general manager, Chris Ballard. Last year, they drafted a stud lineman that's going to be a Hall of Famer, Quentin Nelson.
You're calling this one?
Oh, he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
He's one of those guys, when you draft a lineman, he's one of those guys, you draft him, and you don't got to worry about that position for like 10 years. Because he's just that stud. And so now the Colts have this good-ass line, but Andrew Luck has been getting, like the last 3 years, he's just been hurt. Only last year they got a good line, and he was comeback player of the year last year. Other than that, he was been going through rehab, getting injured. He played through a lacerated kidney.
He went to rehab?
Not like drug rehab, like just injury rehab because he kept getting hurt.
Okay.
But he had, because it was like,
Got Amy
get
Winehouse.
hurt, rehab, get back to normal.
Right, okay.
And then get hurt again. And like, you're not really, if you limp into the season, you're limping out of the season. That's just how it goes. If you go in not healthy,
it's a short
you're
season.
leaving not healthy. He played with a lacerated kidney. And so news broke. Thank you, Adam Schefter. Like the audacity of you to drop that news in the middle of their third preseason game. That's pretty fucked up, Adam. Schmadam.
Schmadam.
Fucked up. So after the game ended, Andrew Luck was jogging off the field and the whole Indianapolis fans were booing him. And I heard the boos. And now I'm not saying that's not every fan.
Right.
And I think that some of the fans that were booing after all this, after you saw this press conference, I think that you, hopefully you had a moment of clarity to come to grips. Like, dude, this guy, his press conference, he just sounded like a broken man. Like he was
disheveled.
Like, yeah. He's just like, I need a break.
Yeah, I mean, probably been working pretty hard, right?
And just like, that's not the way he wanted to go out, Like, he wanted to retire, but it's like not this short notice. They had to have an emergency press conference.
He got doxxed by whoever, what's the name of the guy who tweeted that
Adam
out?
Schefter. He's like the main...
the insider.
The main insider always drops like the news.
Bombshell. Well, I mean, so one guy's doing his job and then one guy's running off the field doing his job.
I'm
sad that someone's booing the guy who's probably worked harder than
Yeah,
you.
you guys are a piece of shit. You booing him for
Yeah.
what? Because he couldn't get you drafted him in fantasy, and you trying to win your fantasy.
Yeah, I think
You're
lot
mad
of
that
people.
he can't entertain you, but you don't give a fuck about his body or how he feels.
We got a term for that. Fair weather fans.
Oh yeah.
Fair weather fans.
And so the thing about Luck, again, I was a huge fan of Andrew Luck, still am. I think he'll be out 2 years. I think he's gonna heal
Yeah.
up. He graduated with an architectural design, like a degree in architecture from Stanford. So he can get any job that he wants. He comes from a well-off family. So Andrew Luck, he's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
His owner was saying this retirement, he's walking away from like potentially making $500 million. Again, he's 29 years old.
Potentially, though.
At the rate of the quarterbacks in today's league, they're going about 10 years. They're going into their 40s.
Right.
Late 30s.
What was Peyton at? Like,
Peyton was like 40 or 41.
Yeah, that's insane.
Tom Brady is 42 right now, 41 or 42 right now. Drew Brees is 40.
yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, just maybe some people aren't cut up for the job.
So this is
But
Andrew Luck. He's always been like that nerdy guy,
yeah,
like goody two shoes, where
I could see that.
he always did what the team. He was always there for the team. And look what happened. Now he retired. The team didn't fucking protect him, didn't do anything. This kind of shit is going to change some contracts when teams want to sign a quarterback. The quarterback's be like, are you going to protect me? If you want me, because there's no like cap, there's no max pay that they can get, max contract in the NFL.
Okay.
So you would think that some of these quarterbacks be like, I'll play for you for this, but I need to know that with the third pick in the draft, I want to be able to pick a lineman. I want to be able to call some shots because I'm your investment. If you're not protecting me, you're not really going to win games. So
Right,
you need to
okay.
think about that. Like look at the Patriots. Tom Brady's fucking 42 years old. Somehow Bill Belichick always is able to have a line that protects Brady. Brady barely gets touched, and you could barely touch the quarterback in today's NFL.
Huh.
So that's why these guys play so long. And Andrew Luck was
Interesting.
always the team player, and that's what everyone wants out of their favorite team. You know,
So was it the O-line that was the issue?
the O-line is good now. It was just management wasn't getting them O-line.
Okay,
They would
gotcha,
get like
gotcha.
some third-round wide receiver that doesn't make the team instead of trying to find a lineman, you know.
Put him at like a DB or something like that.
Now the Colts have a really good line, so it's sad to see Andrew Luck retiring because last year their line solidified, and now like the new management built this team up,
Gotcha.
and the Colts with Andrew Luck, they were like my dark horse pick for to go to Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I
so-
thought that they had a really good team both
Maybe
sides.
it's on management's shoulder. Like how long had he played at the Colts? Like about 4 years, 5 years?
6 years.
6 years?
He's 29, 7 years.
Yeah.
21, 22.
Yeah, that stuff's gonna, fall like a sack of bricks.
So this comes to the athlete. At what point do you take care of yourself? You worry about yourself. You're a team guy. You play with all these injuries. Your body's fucked. And at the end of the day, the NFL don't really give a fuck. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
they kind of just drop players. So Andrew Luck should have been a dick. He should have started dictating moves being made by his team. Like he was a nice guy. And then look what happened. His body gets wrecked. His mental is wrecked.
Right.
The Colts did nothing to protect him. And he was, like I said, he was the most sacked quarterback in the league since he's came to the league. And only last year they got the line.
Right.
So now it's like, I think he'll go rest up. And this is the thing. So I was telling you, fans want the players of their favorite team that they really have no investment other than rooting for them. You know, they always want their players like, oh, he's going to leave. Fuck that guy for going and getting
Right.
a better deal. Or
Yeah.
like, you know,
If it's not like
Yeah.
benefiting me, then
exactly. And you ain't
Fuck
shit.
that
You just
guy.
fucking sitting on your couch watching. So
Exactly.
So it's like, if Andrew Luck would have been a dick and would have been like, hey, I need you guys to get me a line. I need you guys to protect me. No one, people, fans, if you're a dick and you're winning games, everyone's going to forget that you're a dick. Winning cures all problems in these
Yeah,
professional
it's
sports. I get
unfortunate,
sad
but
to say
yeah.
like that, but that's no
Yeah.
one gives a fuck at the end as long as you win some Super Bowls.
Right.
So Andrew Luck said with his retirement, he was like, I'm going to travel 1 year with my wife. I heard him say that, and I say, yikes. Bro, have you ever been on vacation with your wife? You want to go travel? You want to travel with your wife? You want to be on vacay for 1 year? Bro, on my honeymoon. I went on my honeymoon for 11 days. I got an argument. Hey, there's no way in hell. Absolutely no. Even now, with my wife, there is no way I could travel with my wife going vacay for 1 year. Are you serious? Just you two? Like, no, because every man needs some sort of space.
Sounds
and
like
the
a
woman,
ball of love.
and the
over at
woman.
your
No.
place.
Well, I'm saying the woman as well. I'm telling you, like I've gone fishing on boats with some of my best friends,
Right.
and you're on a boat for 3 months. Shit gets hot. Shit gets testy, and you're gonna be traveling with your wife for 365 days after you've been playing NFL, so you don't really have time for any of that shit. And then now you're just gonna, this is your real honeymoon that's about to happen. You know he's gonna be driving down like in Italy on a fucking moped, day 212 of this stupid trip that he's on. He's gonna drive that moped into the first pizzeria he fucking sees. He's switching gears like, fuck, like going right into it. Bro, I just don't think you could do 365 days of straight vacation with your wife. With
tough.
anyone.
Yeah.
Bro, can you do, if it was you and your mom or you and your dad, can you do 300 every day?
It's a little different.
You in a hotel.
No.
Every day, B&B or wherever you decide to stay, 365 days of vacation. All the millions in the
my
world,
mom.
all the $60 million that Andrew Luck has, and he'll be like, I'm just going to get a plane ticket home. I'm just going to get a plane ticket home. There's no way.
Just Uber Eats all the time.
Good luck. That's crazy.
Yeah, no.
He's going to spend a year on that vacation, and that's why he's going to end up going back to football. Because he's like, holy fuck. You know what, babe? How does Andrew Luck talk? I feel a lot better, he says. Like,
Oh yeah, that's
that's
a great idea.
I went to Italy. I fucking,
That was great.
the calls
That was
I really
awesome.
appreciate from them. We went to, we took the tram. Have you ever been on a tram before?
I've been on a train before.
He's such a nerd. But hey, man, Andrew Luck, I hope you find some enjoyment in your life. And
It probably won't be 365 days of just him and her.
Yeah, because he's going to crash into a pizzeria on day 212.
Who knows?
Who knows, man? That's Roadhouse Sports House. A little announcement. We will have a special guest next week. We will have a short show on some MMA, an MMA only show, and your favorite king is coming back, the Four Loco King. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Also, the Roadhouse Fantasy Podcast League 12-man PPR is now full. Stay tuned after this episode. We will be doing we will be spinning a wheel for the draft placements. Who gets first pick, all through 12. And then you guys will have that information emailed to you along with a video. It will be on Instagram Live as well. I mean, this should probably just get deleted because there's no point of them hearing about Instagram Live when it's not, when they listen to this, it's not going to be Instagram Live.
It'll be said and done.
But yeah, stay tuned for that. And we will keep you guys updated on the Fantasy Football League. It's going to be a barn burner. We hope to continue this every year from now.
A tradition.
Yeah, and we'll say if you win the championship, you're automatically in next year, if you would like. If you make it to the championship or in the championship, you have an automatic bid to be in this league next year. After this year, it's going to be fans just renewing.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, it was fans already. There's a lot of fans, surprisingly, that signed up. So that's really cool to see. But yeah, keep it open. Fans.
All right, and that's what we got for Roadhouse's Sports House. Pew, pew. So, knock out some word of the week, baby?
Word of the week. Could not wait for this. This one's more of like more of like an esoteric one. This is a good one. Okay.
Jackal.
It's a jackal. This week's word of the week is petrichor.
Petrichor.
Yep, Greek in origin.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Sure. After that large rainstorm,
boo.
there was an extreme scent of petrichor.
After the rainstorm, so it's just some BO.
You smell BO after a rainstorm?
A rainstorm?
Yeah.
What's the definition, bro? I don't know what.
Petrichor. Petrichor is the earthy scent produced when rain falls on dry soil. So whenever you like,
Mother Nature's BO.
Oh, okay, so you were right.
Oh, I was just steering it a new way.
Sure.
Petrichor.
Yeah.
Pretty
We'll
lame
go with
ass
it.
word.
That's not a lame ass. That's interesting.
No, I'm saying like.
Sorry, I didn't have boobs or tits in it.
Dude, for Mother Nature's. I've never heard that before, so that is interesting.
Yeah,
and
it is.
It's just funny,
really
like, hey,
interesting.
Mother Nature, stop being so pretentious with this fancy word to say that you didn't put deodorant on. Relax.
Okay, what's even more, so you could use this and you probably can't use this in real life, but so Petra meaning stone and Ikor, this is Greek in nature, is the fluid that flows in the veins of gods. So Ikor.
That's a hell of a drug, dude.
Yeah.
How do I extract that blood from...
Right? From the ground?
That sounds like the Holy Grail. That's probably what's inside the Holy Grail.
Yeah, maybe.
If that's the thing.
Damn good smelling Holy Grail.
Petrichor. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Petrichor. You walk out of fucking Einstein Bagels in Seattle and the rain had just cleared out and you're like...
This smells like
Yeah, this
the blood
smells
that
like
flows through the veins of the
Zeus.
gods.
And you're like, hey girl, you smell that petrichor in the air? Excuse you? Petrichor. Fuck off, creep. Like,
Petrichor. Noun.
No. It's just like, this earthy smell. Fuck off, creep. You try to drop some knowledge on some downtown hairy armpit PDX girls.
It'll probably work. I don't know about these Canby girls.
And you get me too'd. The Canby girls have 3 teeth. And only one of their arms has armpit hair. They said they wanted,
not by accident.
They wanted their own brand.
Okay. Word of the week. There you go.
All right. As always, guys, thank you for listening to the most natural podcast in the world. Stay tuned for after the show. We will be announcing our Roadhouse Fantasy Podcast draft positions 1 through 12. It will be done on a random spinning wheel off some other website that I found. That's pretty cool. If you don't like it, fuck you. We aren't worried. It's going to be a fun time. Make sure to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. I would love if you guys could do us a favor. Go on to iTunes, Apple Podcasts, submit a review, give us that 5-star, and hit that subscribe button. We are also on YouTube. We're here for you, baby. We do it all. And if you're not with us, we ain't even thinking about you. So
we're just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
We do love hearing from you guys, and we've heard a lot from our listeners. So hey, if you want to say something or give us some praise, then by all means, reach out. We love hearing from you guys. And if you like the show, help the show grow. So share.
You can reach out to us at roadhousemedia@gmail.com. Links will be in bio of this podcast. That's roadhousemedia@gmail.com. Also, again, if you would like to support this show, we are donors of Cash App. Our Cash App tag is the money sign. I don't know if do you have to throw in the money sign every time on the Cash App? Or I think it just adds it. Well, it's the money sign Roadhouse, ROADHOUZ. $1. You like our shit? 50 cents. We'll take whatever, man. It's all. Everything is going back into this operation.
Equipment, new ideas, getting out there, doing something, innovation, all that stuff. So, yeah.
It's cool. Also, check out our website, roadhouse.com. Finally got it up. There is a Q&A on there. So if you guys want anything discussed on the podcast, go ahead and enter your email on there and give us your question. We'll respond to it. We'll put it out on the podcast, shout you out.
We should definitely do some of those. We've already got some in. So we'll definitely feature those next episode. So stay tuned for that.
Roger Dodger, baby. Roadhouse
Tied
signing out.
Nice.
Where you at, WinnyDeez?
About 5.
About 5?
Yeah.
5 inches? Like hard or soft?
Well, I was thinking metric. So
okay, but hold on. Before we sign off, You said you watched the Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
So if you guys don't know who Andrew Scholes is, he's a stand-up comedian out of New York, has a podcast, Flagrant 2.
He's been around for a while.
Brilliant Idiots with Charlemagne. I'm a huge fan of Charlemagne and Andrew Scholes. And so Andrew Scholes found out that, and he's been kind of in the last year, he's been really creating his own path of kind of fucking around with this PC culture of kind of eliminating it from the comedy scene, because a lot of comics say
Which
are
is
kind
a
of
beautiful crusade.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of comics today are so PC, they're scared to say things because they don't want to get canceled by the trolls under the bridge. So what Chappelle did, he kind of broke through the PC, and Andrew Scholes heard that Dave Chappelle was dropping this special. So Andrew Scholes went out and dropped a special of his own the same day, and he did an all crowd work. It was a crowd work special. It was not really any material. It was just all freestyle off the top of his head. The way they filmed it, they had a lot of the crowd interactions.
Yeah, just kind of like bagging on people.
Dude, he had white people in the crowd, Chinese, black, Mexican, Indian. His crowd was so diverse, and he was ripping on every culture, everything. Like, no one was safe, but the way they shot this is not your typical, because they just put it together. They're like, let's just do this. Like, Chappelle's releasing it. So now they're linked to Chappelle. So they're getting all those views because he was just busting through that. He was pretty much his show was just signaling the fact that you can, laughing and jokes bring people together more than separates them. It's the buzzkills that are all only pissed off about this kind of shit.
Right.
And he showed the crowd he was like, this Mexican, this black guy, like, oh, you guys dating? You're single? Like, you just ripping on everyone. Everyone was laughing, was like, dude, that is what
the essence of comedy.
We're at a point where, like, maybe these comedians are the ones protecting our rights of free speech.
Yeah.
They're allowing, like, they dictate. Before it was like rock stars or the rappers that talk about whatever, but now it's the comedians that really have the true voice. So if you guys haven't seen those stand-ups, go check them out. Really cool. And that's that for us fuckers. Stay tuned. After the show, we're going to have a game 2. Game 2 of the Marshmallow Challenge.
2 out of 3.
When he's up 1-0, so we got to do this, and we're going to do the Marshmallow Challenge, and we're going to do the draft. And we'll see you fuckers next week.
Peace.
All righty, you lucky fucks.
Are we IG live?
Well, it's not IG Live. Or is that IG Live? Or is that just the video? Okay. You guys will see this on the Instagram, so relax. Cool your fucking tits, bro. If you made it this far in the episode, after the credits, after we wrapped up the episode, you're in luck. This is a little bonus content. We told you, the last podcast, I lost in the Marshmallow Challenge to WinnyDeez.
That's right.
What did you put? 8 marshmallows in your mouth?
Sure.
And he cheated, and so that's why.
It's not true.
That's why I lost.
Allegations.
So we're going to knock out 2 birds in 1 stone. We're going to draft
2 birds in 1 stone?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 3
2 birds with
gang
1
bang.
stone. Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to do we're going to spin the wheel, and we're going to count down. So it's going to start off the 12th pick of the Roadhouse draft and so forth going down. And after each spin, we will put a marshmallow in each other's mouths.
I like it. Okay.
Okay. All right. So,
should I start off since winners go first?
Yeah.
All right.
Winner's ball. So with the 12th pick of the Roadhouse Fantasy Draft.
So I will roll first.
Fred.
Fred.
You know who you are.
You know Fred.
Fred,
know.
I need a piece of paper. Or we need because they're going to disappear after. Ooh, little ASMR. So Fred S., you have the first pick of the Roadhouse, or you have the 12th pick of the Roadhouse draft because we were going opposite. So let's get this marshmallow.
That's right. Yeah, number
Cheers,
12,
baby.
Fred.
Oh my God. Baby scroll, you got some competition, girl. That's 1. Or that's 12. You get it?
That's 12. Number 12. Well, Fred. All right.
You got that written down? 12, Fred? Okay. So this is the 11th pick.
Yep.
Ooh, Iwana K.
Iwana.
There you go.
Who are
Second
you?
pick. All right, baby. I'm not putting it in your
All right.
mouth because I got AIDS.
Yeah, I was.
You just. Okay. That's the 11th pick.
All right. Number 10. Oh,
And these are
just click, right?
Yeah. These are vegan marshmallows, by the way. Damn, dude.
Baby squirrel.
With the 10th pick, baby
All
squirrel.
right, number 10.
I'm really trying to get like 9 through. That's the prime spot. That was a 10th pick. Baby squirrel,
That was
10th
number
pick.
10, yep. It's going to be you next.
I hope so. Oh fuck!
Yeah,
I literally just
a
watched
click.
you do the
Just a
same
click.
thing. This is the 9th pick.
This is number 9.
Petey Pablo
Petey.
with the 9th pick. That fucker. That's what I wanted. I put one in for the last one. I didn't want to put one in for this one.
No. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
Petey Pablo with the Paul S with the 9th pick. Producer XO baby with the 8th pick.
Our man
Or is that
behind the camera.
That's the 8th pick, right?
That is the 8th pick.
This sucks, dude. I already beat my record from
XO.
last time. XO. All right, with the what do we got? 7? 7th pick. Spencer Lee.
Spencer Lee.
Not related to Bruce Lee. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
This is where it starts to get really hard.
You got it next, dude.
Okay. Well, we're gonna need some napkins or something, or not, I guess.
Got some spitters around here. Probably the worst pick. Is that the 6th pick? Like I'm just smack dab in the middle? That is terrible. Not a fan.
All right. Roadhouse. Spin the wheel. Oh wait.
I got 9 in here. I already smoked my last record. Bringing down the house. You got the next spin? Or?
You got it.
This is for the 5th pick. JM Construction. You got the 5th pick.
Perfect sponsor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He said he didn't want to sponsor. Told him we'll get back to him on that. Oh, damn, dude. This is where I start struggling. For the 4th pick, we gotta at least nick it through here. You're not gonna nick it through here. I'm cool as the cucumber, bro.
Yeah, okay.
You know you can never call a small dick a cock.
Why?
Why? 'Cause you can't call a small piece of meat a cock. A cock is like prestigious. With the 4th pick, the 4th? For the 4th pick. For the 4th pick of the Roadhouse podcast. WinnyDeez with the 4th pick. How do you only have one more? How do you only have one Marcello? And we got like 3 picks left. You lost count. I only know that I have 11 Marcellos in my mouth right now. You have the next spin. This is gross. Don't do this at home. This is like say ASMR. We are done.
I'll go long.
I had 13, bro. I had 13. Oh my god. This it's taking 3 fingers. This little slutty Miller can. Ooh. Don't do this at home, guys. Hey. So we got Nick Ahan with the first pick. Second pick was Orgo Farms, if you guys didn't hear it. And we will have... Okay, so recap of the wheel. First pick of the Roadhouse Fantasy Podcast draft is Nick Ahan. Second, Orgo Farms. Third, Sava K. Fourth, WinnyDeez. Fifth pick, JM Construction. Sixth pick, Roadhouse. Daddy Roadhouse. Seventh pick, Spencer Lee. Eighth pick, producer XO John Smith. Number 9, Petey Pablo. Number 10, Baby Squirrel. Number 11, he won the K. Number 12, Fred. So we'll have the draft is on Tuesday, September 3rd. Can't wait to see you guys. I gotta clean this fucking jizz off my hands. I'm out of here, bro. Peace. Thanks for watching.
Later.
Hey, can you take my headphones off?
Yeah. Oh my god. I had 14.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Your 14.
Because I lined him up. You didn't line him up. You just grabbed him straight from the back. Winner. 2-0.